I didn't think I was gonna make another stream talking about this whole situation. I really didn't want to, but it's been brought to my attention that there is more to the story than people realize. So, we all know about the woman who was shot by a nice agent because, um, well, everyone's saying that she ran him over, right? So, as I've said in the Twitch stream that I had earlier, I've watched that video about 14, 15 different times, all from different angles, by the way. Well, not like 15 different angles, because there was no way that's many fucking angles. I've seen about like 5 different angles, and I've watched all of them like 15 times in total. And I've just watched another one, and now there's people defending with the car. Now, mind you, from what I've seen, Brody was already standing in front of the car, right? So, I'm trying to see. I have to rewatch the video again because it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. You like okay, so there's people in the comment section defending him, saying, "Oh, a vehicle could be used for could be used as a weapon." Yes, that is absolutely true. A vehicle can be used to harm people, and people were saying that he shot his gun out of self-defense. Um, if he shot his gun out of self-defense, why did he use 3 shots? If he was in front of the car, like people are suggesting, and he tried to, I guess, stop her, I guess, what was his point in shooting her 3 times? Cause yeah, shot through the window, or shot through the front window, and then 2 shots through the driver window, the one that winds down. So um, people were saying it's self-defense. How she as I'm looking at the video, she's turning her wheel away from the ICE agent that is currently leaning onto her car. That ICE officer that decided to shoot and kill that woman inside that car is leaning onto the car. She is trying to turn towards the right while he's standing on the left front of the hood. She's trying to turn towards the right to get away from the person with the gun. Mind you, he walks up to her car, her vehicle, with the gun already out. For what? Why are you about to shoot a civilian? And apparently the woman's American. She's a U.S. citizen. So why is ICE agents approaching a U.S. citizen? I thought the ICE agents were only going after the people who were not supposed to be here, right? Well, in all honesty, anyone can be anywhere. There's no way in hell you could tell somebody where they can't be, right? Because it's fucking stupid. But Trump got these motherfuckers to go out and go get some of these people who look like they don't belong here, right? Yeah, the woman is a U.S. citizen, and they tried to come and get her. Now, the nigga leaning on her hood, left side of the hood, um, she's trying to turn towards the right. Her wheel are angled towards the right. She's trying to get away from said cop. So, as he tries to pull off, he jumps off the... I don't know if he jumps off the car or already has the gun in his hand while this is happening. But, I don't know who shot through her window. Not the side where the driver's side is. So, someone shot... I still believe it was the cop that was leaning on her car. The one that shot 2 additional times. Shot through her window. And from the looks of it, from the trajectory, from where the bullet is angled at, right? From where that bullet hole is inside that windshield, and then the blood that's also on the airbag, people were saying that that shot should have killed her, right? But then again, the same thing could be said, right? It's the same thing about a vehicle being a weapon, right? Or being a danger, right? If you shoot somebody that's operating a vehicle, first off, why are you shooting somebody operating a vehicle in the first place? Unless they're trying to hit you. That woman was not trying to hit that ICE officer. She was trying to get away from said ICE officer. The wheels did not hit his feet because his car is turned towards the right and he's standing on the left, leaning onto the hood of the car like a stripper with his ass out. Yeah, I saw the video. So, with that being said, he shot one time through the window. That one time through the window, and then the blood being on the airbag would insinuate that she was shot, I think probably in the face. Because why would blood be on an airbag? Well, unless the blood hit her in the chest, airbag hit her in the chest, or wherever he decided to shoot her at. But if the first bullet didn't kill her, what's the problem? I'm confused, because if people were saying that she was shot in the face, that first bullet would have killed her, correct? Ain't no way you're stopping a bullet to the face, point blank, almost point blank range. He's standing right there in front of your car, and people are saying that, oh, you know, she tried to hit him with his car. So shoot somebody who's trying actively to drive away from you. You know how dangerous that is? Not only are you putting your life in danger, you're also putting your comrades in danger and the people standing on the side of the road watching this all go down. I just saw an 8-minute video on this dude sitting on his porch watching this all go down from his perspective. That's what I'm saying. I saw this video like 15 times from multiple different angles. That man was not being hit. She shot that man. Well, he shot that woman in the car for no fucking reason. Had no reason to shoot that woman. At all, by the way. He shot the woman in cold blood for no reason. Killed that woman. Simply because he wasn't complying with their orders. But at the end of the day, you have to go back to the root of the problem and see who are giving out these orders in the first place. Who is giving these ICE agents these orders to go out and harass these people out in the streets like this? Just open free-nilly. And then Trump has the nerve to cover this all up, saying, "Oh well, our ICE officer is currently in the hospital getting checked out." Hold on. Let's pause right here, because in the video where I saw after he shot the poor woman in the fucking face, or wherever he shot her from, he proceeds to walk calmly to his car like he did nothing wrong, hop in his shit, and drive away. Now, why would an ICE officer be trying to flee the scene after shooting a woman? Let's answer that question. Because I know most people wouldn't fucking answer that question. Now, why would you be fleeing a scene after shooting somebody? One, you'd be fleeing the scene because you know what you did was fucking flat out wrong. Okay? Number two, reason you'd be fleeing a scene is if, you know, you're fearing for your life. The only threat here would be is you, since you're the one currently shooting at people, correct? Okay, so now we're getting back on track. So now Trump is saying that that person, that ICE agent is in the hospital. That man is not in the hospital. We saw this man fully walk away on his own accord. No help from nobody, no ounce of pain inside of his face, and nothing that is correlating to being hit by a car. No shoes were ran over, nothing was ran over. He did not get hit by that car. He decided to lean his ass on that fucking car to try and stop that woman from moving, as he's progressively trying to turn away from the man on the left while she's turning towards the right. So, back to the bullet hole. The bullet hole in the bottom left, oh, it's at the bottom, I think it's the bottom right of the windshield, where the, wait, no, that's the left, I think, yeah. Bottom left of the windshield. The trajectory of where the bullet lucky came from, it looks like she got shot in the face. So, yeah, I think there'll probably be some blood on the windshield. But with that being said, like I said earlier, if you shoot somebody operating heavy machinery such as a vehicle, what do you think is going to happen? Body limp, okay? No motor functions are being able to be processed in the body, you know, because, you know, shot in the fucking face, huh? You know, that would probably, you know, ruin someone's motor function. So, you know, if her foot's on the gas, trying to get away from said cop, he shoots her. Now, at that point, she's probably already dead and the car is moving on its own while her foot is on the gas, because she's fucking dead. She can't move her foot. So now we're to this point where he goes on the driver's side where she's at and shoot her 2 more times. What? Why are we shooting 2 more times? Hello? If we shot once through the windshield and already hit our target, then why are we shooting 2 more times? One bullet to... it could have been the chest, could have been the neck, it could have been the face, could have been the forehead. You never know. But from what people are saying, there was blood on the airbag, so I'm positively sure it might have been in her face. Either that or the airbag, whatever is inside the airbag, managed to cut her face up or something like that. We won't know until we get the autopsy report, and we're probably not going to get that because, Trump is over here protecting his little snow piggies that's trying to deport random people for no apparent reason, just because they got the power to do so. So, now we're to this point where there are people actively in the comment section of the video I'm currently watching defending this man, saying he had the right to shoot that woman. Now, I'm sitting here in the comment section being just curious. I'm not sitting here trying to insinuate any violence. I'm not saying that, you people are fucking wrong. I've asked these people in this comment section, now, what justifies an ICE agent to shoot a woman 3 times because she did not comply? None of them have given me a respectable answer. Everyone has told me to either shut up or what I'm saying is wrong. I got called a liberal leftist, which isn't fucking true because I don't like... I don't condone politics at all. If politics could be removed off this fucking planet, I'd make sure it'd be gone forever. I don't like politics, and I never will fucking like politics. But the fact that this shit is coming to my For You page obviously means that there is something going wrong with the world, to the point where it's being brought to my attention. This is the kind of shit that I try and push out of my fucking face so I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. Because I'm already constantly worrying about what I'm going to have to do with my life. Now I have to sit here and worry about my life and then my family's life and not everyone else's who's close to me's life. I got to worry about their lives because there's people, corrupt government officials, government appointed ICE agents out here using lethal force on people for no apparent reason. You tell me I have to sit here and worry about that along with everything else I already have to worry about? No. Why do I have to sit here and fear for my life for some fucking ICE agent that just wants to abuse his power? Why do I have to fear for that? I shouldn't have to fear. I shouldn't have to fear for my life. I really shouldn't. So I'm about to watch this video and we gonna figure out what's going on. You'd be surprised. Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but I was a little confused because she said she was a domestic. It was self-defense, and she was trying to ram through the people. But I could have sworn her car was barely moving. So
Let's go ahead and break this down. So I don't know who the lady she's talking about or whatever the video that lady made. I've never seen that video, and I hope I never have to see that video because it's gonna make me even angrier than I already am. So the fact that this woman, not this woman I'm watching right now, but the woman she's talking about, made a video talking about how the woman in the car deserved to be shot in the face. You see how fucked up this world is? What do you mean someone deserves to get shot in the face? Now, mind you, I will admit, some people do deserve to get shot in the face. But a woman that is trying to get away from people trying to kill her because she's scared and in a position that she's fearing for her life, and she deserves to get killed? This is news to me. And then doubled down and called her a domestic terrorist. A domestic what? So, let's go ahead and break this down a little bit more. So, the woman who was shot, I don't know her name, or I do know her name, I just don't remember it because I'm a fucking idiot. But the woman who was shot and killed by the ICE agent the other day, she has a wife and a dog. I believe the wife in the neighborhood she was trying to get out of, actually, was their neighborhood. So, Shorty just walked out of her house and tried to hop in her car and go about her way. ICE agents pull up. First one goes past, she didn't think any of it, and it just drives past. She lets him go first, thinking that it's gonna, she being nice and letting the person go by. But no, they stop right in front of her. So now she's sitting in her car trying to figure out what's going on and why she's being surrounded by ICE agents. The ICE agent with the gun walks up to her car with the gun out. Now, why would you be walking with your gun out to a woman who's trying to go on about her way? Saying that the woman is trying to kill the ICE agents with her car. Sorry, not trying to kill the ICE agents with her car, trying to run people over. Insinuating that it's more than just the ICE agents she's trying to run over, but the people on the sidewalk as well. Because there was multiple people outside as well, trying to figure out what was going on. But the woman accusing the woman who was killed today, well, the other day, she's accusing the woman of trying to commit vehicle manslaughter, and then called a terrorist. Hey, this is news to me. I've never seen this before. This is quite boggling to me. We're gonna continue the video.
I went back up and I watched the video of a woman being murdered today. And no, her car was barely moving, and the guy was actually next to it. Oh, and I found out it's something called ICE. And I guess ICE is actually like kidnapping people all over the U.S.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I can't believe that the government's letting them do that.
The government's letting them do that. The government fucking asked them to do that. In fact, the government is what's providing ICE with the vehicles, the guns, the handcuffs, anything they can get their hands on to make sure these people go out in the worst way fucking possible. They don't care if they kill us. They don't care if they hurt us. They really don't. Hell, if they could kill us, they probably would. Oh wait, they already did. You see this woman right here in this car? Oh, shot dead. For what? Because she's trying to drive away from people trying to kill her. Just a woman trying to go about her day, but she gets shot. Now imagine her wife sees this shit. Imagine her family sees this shit. People calling the woman who was shot a domestic terrorist, saying she was trying to kill people with her car. First off, lady, you don't even know this woman. So you accusing her of being a domestic terrorist is already insane as it sounds. How are you as a person gonna accuse someone of being a terrorist and you don't even know them? You see how insane that sounds? It doesn't make any sense. It's not clicking. There's no way you can accuse someone you barely even know. You can't accuse someone you don't know of being a domestic terrorist. You can't. It just wouldn't make sense. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to walk up to this random white guy and just say he's racist. Now, mind you, not all white people are racist. Not everyone's racist. But me walking up to this person is immediately calling them out and saying, oh, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist. That would make no sense for me because I don't know the guy. I just walked up to him and say, hey, you're racist, my guy. So why are you calling this woman you don't even know? A woman who was shot the other day by ICE agents trying to escape them. You're gonna say she's a domestic terrorist. Let's continue the video.
Oh, wait, sorry, they are part of the government.
Uh-huh.
The government that just told me that the woman that I watched get murdered today deserved it because...
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a random lady saying the woman who got shot deserved it. No, apparently it's a government official saying that the woman who was shot the other day deserved to get shot because she was a domestic terrorist. A U.S. citizen? Being classified as a domestic terrorist? How so? From the video that I watched, which is... yeah, I'm gonna pump the brakes and just go ahead and be quiet. Because this is fucking insane to me.
Of a lie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? It doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it can't affect.
Mm-hmm.
It won't affect me, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's probably fine.
Yeah. So back to what I said earlier in my other stream early this morning. Some people have this ideology that as long as they do what they're told and follow under Trump, they'll be fine. Now, mind you, the U.S. is in billions of dollars of debt, and we need to pay back that debt somehow, right? So, what is Trump doing now? He's taking money from. Oh, what up? My fault. My bad. Away from people who need it the most, and using it to pay back the people he owes. But at the same time, like I said, we're billions of dollars in debt, right? So once he runs out of the money that he's pulling away from the lower class and the middle class, who do you think he's gonna come after next? You think he's just gonna stop there and stop robbing the lower and middle class of their money? No. Once the money supply from those two sources of income for him dies out, who is he coming after next? The millionaires and the billionaires who are currently living on this planet. So yes, the people who are completely ignorant and who's just completely like, well, as long as it's not affecting me, then I don't care. Those type of people right there. Those type of people are the worst type of people to ever come in contact with. Because they'll be like, oh, well, as long as it's not affecting me, then I don't care. That's the wrong kind of mentality to have. Because even though it may not be affecting you now, in the near future, it most definitely will be affecting you. It will be affecting you. I know that for a matter of fact. No doubt about it. Once he's done robbing the lower class and the middle class of everything we own and hold dear, the rich people are gonna get it. And I know some of them think, oh well, Trump's gonna Trump's gonna come for our money. Well, we could just give him stuff and still have some money. No, no, sweetheart. Like I said, we're billions of dollars in debt. There's no way in hell you're gonna sit there and try to pay Trump in installments when he needs all that money now up front. No, he's going to rob you straight face to your face and tell you that he needs the money. I'm just going to keep it a buck. In a couple of years' time, once Trump has completely depleted depleted the resources from the lower and middle class, he's coming straight for those who actually still have money. And you want to know who still has money basically at that point? The rich people. Now, I'm not saying the rich people deserve it, but the ones who are selfish are getting what they deserve, and I will stand by that. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. And like the shorty on TikTok saying, oh well, you got all this the TikTok feed. Yeah, they're trying to silence it. TikTok over here then what do they do? Earlier, the a couple of days ago, it was like this great reset. It was kind of weird, how everything what was it? The For You page was showing old content. Now, most people just believe that this was a fluke of some kind. No, this wasn't some fucking fluke. Um, so as we all know, the government loves to hide things and keep things from the public eye. So a lot of people has been coming out and posting about certain things that's been happening around the world, and one of the reasons why we can't see most of that stuff is because the government is censoring this stuff and putting instead of putting new stuff on your for you page, the new stuff, quote unquote, the information the government doesn't want you to know about. That stuff right there, the new posts that people are coming out and talking about this kind of stuff, it's being silenced. It's not making the people's for you pages. And instead of just releasing the new content that people are posting, they're reposting the old content that you have liked or reposted previously. I wish I was lying. I can boldly say the TikTok algorithm for me, until I refreshed it like a couple of times. I even uninstalled the app to make sure I wasn't tweaking. Yes, they there are people on here putting out stuff about the government, and the government's trying to take it all down. I sent a post to my homie the other day talking about how this whole debacle with the president was going, and the post got taken down immediately. Like I just saw the post. I just liked the post, and then I sent it to him. Not even like, I think like 30 minutes right after the post, he hits me back with a text saying I can't see it. Why can't you see it? So I go and check our DMs. This post has been taken down. I go and check the person's page. They've been removed off the platform. Now that's odd. Now why would a person who's been trying to help out people by giving out government knowledge be taken down for no reason? Account been banned. Why has the account been banned? Something's not adding up. The account's been banned? What? Please enlighten us on why the account's been banned. Another person, another. So, just like I said, the Trump administration has been laundering the money from the taxes that we've been paying. Did I not just call out the fact that Trump is going to be using government stuff, right? I said Trump was going to be taking money away from the lower class and the middle class to go and fund the stuff he's going to do. Did I not just say that? I said that a couple hours ago. I said that. For sure. I most definitely said that. I just had this TikTok video pop up on my For You page. The IRS has appointed a CEO. The US is stealing our taxes and using that money to go and do shit with it. Now, this might seem, well, it's not big of the problem. They're taking more of it and more of it every day. I feel like this number is being raised exponentially an ungodly amount of times. So, with that being said, actually, you know what? We're gonna watch the video. Okay, I haven't watched it fully through, but I just had to come back and not to do the thing where like, aha, I was right, but aha, I was right.
Money laundering in your faces. So yeah, if you didn't know, a newly appointed bullshit ass title was given to a person to have a one singular control over our taxes, meaning the money that we take out from our motherfucking paychecks to pay for shit like Israel's healthcare, Israel's free education. What was they supposed to go to? I don't know, roads, free education, free healthcare for us, the United States of America? No, I forgot. The United States of Israel, so we're paying for Israel's way of life. So yeah, America, we're exempting our taxes this year. We're exempting our taxes. If you're going to take our taxes and you're going to put somebody in charge of our taxes to steal our taxes and to continue to launder that money that is still earning checks, we're going to exempt for this year so that you get no money.
Now, see, I would believe Trump when they say it's going to Israel and providing and helping their way of life. But we all know it's not the fucking truth, because the government are full of a bunch of fucking liars, cheater, manipulators, and pedophiles and perverts and all that shit. So, with those things being in mind, we know we're not going to trust these pieces of shits with our money. So where do you think this money's going to go? Well, I don't know. Well, the U.S. apparently does owe a lot of debts. Um, hey Siri, does the U.S. owe $1 billion in debt? Or, I can't even pronounce that correctly. Oh, look at that number. I was so goddamn off. We are $33 trillion in debt. Yes, the US owes a massive national debt, but it's not just 1 billion, it's over 38 trillion. 38 trillion as of early January 2026. You wanna know how much of that is held by the public? 29 trillion. Right? That includes private investors, banks, and foreign entities. Around 78 trillion of the money is owned by the government, mainly the trust funds. About 2/3 of the rest of that 38 trillion is held by private investors, again, federal trust funds, and the Federal Reserve. Now, you might be wondering, who... exactly. Who do we owe this fucking money to? Domestic investors. Americans, banks, pension funds, insurance companies, and state and local governments. Foreign investors, foreign governments, and private entities. Oh, well, there's a lot of those privates, huh? Government accounts, Social Security, military, federal, and retirement funds, which invest in treasury securities. So now, the government has put one person in charge of everyone's taxes. Now, it's a lot of people on this planet, if I'm not mistaken. So, just throwing it all together and saying we're gonna toss it to Israel, that doesn't seem right, does it? No, I thought so. Yeah. So the government is putting one person, over all your taxes, and they're going to send it and help fund Israel's, well, quote unquote, fund Israel's way of life. As the dude in the video said, United States of Israel. Yeah, we're being robbed. So, all those tax dollars, you thought you were gonna get back? Say goodbye to it. Because until Trump gets out of office and someone changes all this shit, you won't be seeing none of that money you think you're gonna be getting from your tax returns. Well, then again, I wouldn't fucking know. Hey, but Tax Strike 2026. You heard it here, folks. Tax Strike 2026. Good fucking God, this world is devolving, and I'm so glad I hope I die soon. Oh yes. It's so ecstatic to be on the planet where everything is slowly decreasing, and the planet is probably going to end up killing itself. Yeah. I think it's perfect. Like I said previously, we're fucked. I'll stand on that. I just received an email from YouTube that this live stream may be terminated if I don't discontinue what I'm saying. I wish I was fucking lying. Let's see if we can get this fucking email. This is so crazy. What do you mean I'm practically getting a cease and desist from YouTube? Not a fucking live stream? Okay. Well, you definitely sent me a notification about my stream going live, so I don't really see the problem is. Yes, the ice situation. Close that, 'cause I don't care. The situation is getting worse. I honestly wish I have had the power to go and change the outcome of some of the things that's currently going on, but it just seems that I am nothing but a mere civilian. And that's why I keep on saying it. If I had the resources and the people to help me get from point A to point B, we could change this world. I just need some helpful people. Some really influential people to help me out. And I think we could change this planet for the better. Really like that. Never mind. Well, how the hell she said she didn't like it but ate half the fucking sandwich? What even possessed you to even order this? Give me a second, chat. Ain't no way in hell he told us some. Oh, well, I don't like it, so you can have it. If you don't like it, what makes you think I like it? I know I'm seen as the guy who eats everything, but come on, dog. You are too. Literally the woman who eats anything and everything. Ugh. I don't want to chew that shit no more. It's a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I don't fucking want it. It's disgusting. But I think I'm gonna cut this rant here. In all honesty, I wasn't supposed to start another stream because I was supposed to be done talking about this conversation. And then, you know, more footage of Renee got getting shot the other day popped up. Oh shit! This happened yesterday. I mean, I knew it happened extremely. Like, I thought this shit happened like 2 or 3 days ago. This shit was yesterday. Boy, y'all boys get this shit kind of fast. I like that. I'll see. I wouldn't necessarily say I believe TikTok more than the news outlet, but this is fucking insane. Because I have not seen not one news outlet talking about this shit before TikTok. And I frequently check the news. I promise you I do. I know some of these younger people out here are like, oh, well, the news is kind of boring. And I grew up watching the news with my great-grandma. So, 9 times out of 10, I'm checking the news whenever I have the available time to. And I haven't seen anything talking about this woman being shot yesterday. Until they pop up on my For You page, of course. Because that's when, you know, everybody wants to get on the story all of a sudden. Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis. So, we have the the federal officers are claiming that they fought back in the agent fought back in self-defense after the woman weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement in an attempt to kill them. Now, the local officials including the mayor and the Minnesota governor, have strongly disputed the federal narrative, saying that the video of the incident shows the agent's actions were not of self-defense and that the vehicle was simply driving away. Like I said, her wheels are turned away from the ICE agent that is currently leaning on her car. The left side of her car, by the way. From her perspective. Let's see, we're sitting in the car, right? Yeah. So, wheels are turned towards the right because, you know, she's trying to get away from the ICE agents that are on her, you know, trying to kill her and shit. So there's an ICE agent on the front of her hood, leaned over like a prostitute trying to get some money out of a nigga in the car. After the car came to a stop, though, that's when he got on the car. Saying the video of the incident shows the agent's actions were not self-defense and the vehicle was simply driving away. An expert on police use of force who reviewed a video of the incident in the New York Times also said the woman appeared to be leaving the scene, not posing an imminent threat. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old, was a U.S. citizen, a mother of 3, and a poet. The local police chief confirmed that she was not a target of any law enforcement investigation or activity. See now we got this. Because if anybody would know about the people living in their vicinity, the governor and the mayor would sure know about it, right? So if they had a fucking domestic terrorist in their midst in New York like that, they would know, correct? Well, not in New York, because they're not in New York. Well, I don't fucking know. I really don't give a fuck either. Well, I'm getting confused with the New York Times. But Minneapolis. You would think the mayor of Minneapolis and the governor and all that grand shit wouldn't know if there is someone of imminent danger in their midst, right? Why would a 37-year-old woman, a mother of 3, married, throw all that away to try and kill some ICE agents? But now not everyone who's not to be that guy, but every single person I've seen in a comment section about this video every person I've seen who's been defending this ICE agent has either had MAGA in their name, had a Trump profile picture, something dealing with Trump and their administration on their page. I swear to God, I kid you not. I can take screenshots right fucking now, proving my point to be the absolute truth. Like I said, like I called out earlier, Trump is going to be taking money from the lower class and the middle class until they've exhausted their assets, and then when he finally needs more money, which he's going to need more money, he's going straight up to the millionaires and billionaires. Want to know why? Because we're $1 trillion in debt. 38 trillion. I can't keep fucking up. 38 trillion. That's how obscene it sounds. My body's automatically trying to say million, like this is an original occurrence. But no, $38 trillion in debt. Private investors. Government officials. Oh boy. Oh my God. Intra-governmental holdings. Domestic investors. Foreign investors. Government accounts. That's who they owe debts to. It's so crazy. And then the money they owe, right? That's being taken from us, right? The amount of money the Americans have now, the American people, fuck Trump, not Trump, them boys, no. The amount of money Trump will be taking from us would probably end up paying most of that debt. Because it's not paying all of it. I guarantee you. What he's trying to do, that's not going to pay all the debts he owes. I swear it. It's not paying it. $29 trillion is held by the public. The intra-governmental holdings is 7 to 8 trillion. Money the government owns itself owes. Money the government owes itself, mainly trust funds. Okay. So, not only are we in debt to ourselves, but probably the rest of planet Earth, apparently, since we owe trillions of dollars. And then it's only going to get higher from here. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to print out more money. But then what happens when you print out more money? What happened last time we started printing out more money? Prices started getting higher. Inflation. Minimum wage is supposed to increase. I think it's starting to decrease. If anything, it's at a standstill at the current moment. So now, prices are increasing for everything. Food, clothing, housing, everything. School. All those prices increasing. But your salary ain't doing so good. What are you supposed to do then? And the answer to that is nothing. You can't do anything because people are too scared to overthrow their government. The one that's robbing us of everything we own. Okay. I'm just a simple streamer who's spouting nonsense. You know? I guess I'll just end the stream. Apparently, yeah. 2 hours on a rant. I think that's well good enough. Cause probably gonna get my account taken down or demonetized for a good long minute. So I appreciate everyone who has popped up into the stream. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Please pray and do whatever y'all need to do to make sure y'all families and the people you love and care about are safe, because the end times are coming and Trump is making them come a little bit quicker. Pause, because that sounds weird as fuck. But I appreciate you people listening to me